Pat Surtain, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Dolphins and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From beautiful South Florida, here's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside with Charles Davis, as always. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Throwing first play is Herbert. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he stopped immediately there. Third play here, this opening drive is up against a 3rd and 5. Herbert able to complete this to Shenault. Finding room at midfield. Still going. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Here's Swift. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 16 carries, 81 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they take any type of a challenge.
And we'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Dolphins are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Sticking with Walker on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Walker with another carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point on the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Running on top forward, incomplete. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run again with Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
That's what their fullbacks for. That's why you use it.
Without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the coffin, but then the kick on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Right
after up and go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Give the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational, that's very. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue that.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And going right back to Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now. They're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confident as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. That one complete out to Dotson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Now it's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And This offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books. It's a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come out now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rush coming for Herbert. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because Your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unfair.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not much defensive resistance on that drive. I think really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Steps away to his left. He completes this to Walker. And some space here. They'll get it inside the 20. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.